Everyone, how you doing? This is DJ Sana Cody. Here is Taino Fun House. Welcome to another live Tuesday nights. This is the night where I speak about mental health in a Taino way, or slash indigenous way. Just gonna wait for a few people to come on. Uh, for all you future watchers who downloaded the video, thank you so much. If this is the first time, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe so we can have some great content in the future and so on. Get some more Tainos involved, and that would be awesome. And also, if you're not Taino, you're also welcome. We consider you an ally, a relative. No one is left behind. So just gonna wait a little bit. Uh, Hope everyone's doing well, man. It was a crazy weekend here in New York City because of Columbus holiday, which the Italian American community here in New York practiced yesterday, Monday. Indigenous peoples throughout the city held an event called Indigenous Peoples Day, Randall's Island. Many people went there, many tribal reps and so on, and the public. Many of us on Sunday were at the Columbus Circle Indigenous Day of Remembrance, year 17, in which we're trying to bring awareness that our ancestors suffered under the tyrant of Christopher Columbus, but we are still here honoring our ancestors. On Saturday, we did the supporting the Taino Resistance Day. First time I was involved with that, hooking up with some folks from Borinquen and Quisqueya, representing the resistance movement towards the holiday and the history that is October 12th, 1492. That's when it all happened. So I'm just gonna share something that I found in a flea market last couple of weeks ago, and I'm just gonna show you right now. Hold on. There we go. It's the turtle. It's Turtle Mother. I've been talking about Turtle Mother for a while now, and there's the has some flowers on one side, and these are all the Cemís, man. Remember I was telling about the turtle, the 13 moons. One, two, three, four, five. Hold on a second. Let's see if it's accurate now. I want to count the flowers and the sections. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12. It's the 12 semis. I guess on this side is the feminine part, I guess with the flowers. I guess stereotypically, right? Flowers are feminine. So we got the flowers on one side, masculine on the other. But but look what it does. Hold on a second. It's solar power. Hold on. Hey, what are you doing? No way. Oh, I shut it off. Hold on, guys. I'll be back. Hold on. I'm just trying to turn it on. Yeah, there you go. There's the lights. That's my other solar power lights. It's by my window right there. You can see I got some more solar lights, and now I got the turtle mother's with us, and her flowers are lit. So she'll be accompanying me. Hey, what's up, Jonathan? Hi. What's up, everyone? Layden, Jasmine, Wallace, La Boricua, Le Borinquen. All right. We got some good people here, man. Jihan, Gaming, everyone like. Hey there, what's up, light? Hold on a second. Put on the lights back on. So that's my It's my turtle mother right there. She's gonna be with us for future shows. Oh, the lights are still on. What's up with that? Wow, cool. That's mom. That's our mom. You know? Oh, I know why it turned on. Okay, lights are off. But if I cover the panel, it turns on. Cool. I love solar lights. Solar lights. I collect them. There's some right there. Hey, Little Moon, what's up, man? Hope everyone's doing well. There's Andrew Gibbs. I subscribe. Thank you so much, man. I'm excited about today's show because I'm gonna share something that um last time I was talking about the Cemís. I went to sleep that day and I received an old-fashioned vision. Okay, sometimes you see these movies, about Native Americans, and you have all these stereotypical, like, hey, I received a vision. But the vision, it was true. I did receive a vision about the 13th Cemí, okay, number 13. Now, in the past, I did mention about Conel, which represents the void. But since we're talking about Earth, talking about the 12 Cemís, in my vision, I did see the number 13. It's number 13, and 13 is rooted in the turtle. With the 12, with the 13 markings on the turtle's back. And, Atabe represents also the moon energy. I'm going to go deep in the future on that one, on her names. But check this out. You guys are ready? I'm going to show you number 13. But hold on a second. Let's review first. Oh, sorry about that. I left my phone stand in my storage locker after this weekend. I'm super unprepared. I almost panicked. How's everyone doing? Everything's going to do it? Everyone's doing well? If you have your papers, you have your laptops out, I'm going to introduce you to 13 Cemí. Hi, I sent you an email to your YouTube channel, and I was hoping you could respond. I really appreciate it. All right, I haven't seen my email for a while, but today, so I'm definitely going to check it out. Buenas noches, aquí le veo desde Quisqueya. All right, man. Norbela from Quisqueya. Awesome. We got Quisqueya, and we got La Boricua de Borinquen. Oh, Atiao. What's up? Oh, Atiao. Yeah, don't worry, Little Moon. I got you. Okay. Hold on a second. Got some cool technology here. Got my board again. Going old school here. So let's recount the 12 Cemís. Oh wow, hold on a second. Let's do this. I want to really go old school here. Charcoal pen, got my book. So listen, Yaya, as we know, Yaya, manifestation of time as we know it. But time in the Taino way, in the indigenous way. Hey, hello, what's up, gaming? It's not lineal, left beginning or end, alpha, omega. It's a circle. So whenever you see a circle, think of Yaya, okay? Manifestation of time. Now within this circle between Yaya, right? We have Yaya, which goes clockwise. Yaya goes clockwise, and then you have his son Yaya, the opposite. And Yaya is going counterclockwise. Counterclockwise. Yaya represents order. And hey, what's up, Chaye? What's up? That's the Cree, right? Cree. Trying to learn, man. So got Yaya and Yaya, the opposites. So Yaya again represents order. Yaya represents the opposite, right? Disorder, or chaos, or whatever. But it's not a chaos like we know as like evil. It's more like an interruption. And it's also a teaching moment. I'll give you an example. In some traditions, we have what we call tricksters. We have hayokas and so on in different northern traditions. In the Caribbean, we have wambobo. And many people refer to this jester like a court jester or trickster. They cause havoc in people's lives. They do the opposite. They contrast, and sometimes they drive people crazy, and sometimes they scare people. People scared of clowns, whatever. So this is Yaya Ed right here. This is a good example of Yaya Ed. So while Yaya, upright, righteous, order, principle being, doing the right thing, we have the opposite of Yaya Ed, all right? Now I'm not a scientist, but I read not too long ago that the universe goes counterclockwise. It moves counterclockwise. Think about that one. So in the middle, we see these images in Atabe and a lot in the astrology. I believe this symbol represents the sun. Okay. So in the creation stories, we have Deminon and the four brothers. So that's the four directions, right? Whoa, sorry about that. It's the four directions, right? So there's this movement, and then there's that movement, this movement, that movement, and so on. So Yaya, when it goes clockwise, that's called, in the indigenous way, constructive energy or positive energy. Now Yaya, that goes the opposite way, counterclockwise. You're talking about destructive energy or negative energy, and it is what it is. It's not good. It's not bad. It is what it is. Oh, and astrology also goes counterclockwise. There you go. Bingo. So I guess Yaya is not really a bad dude. He's not really all that bad. Remember in the creation stories, when they put his bones in a gore and then eventually turns into a transformation to fish. There you go. There you go. It's not all bad. And I want you guys to think about this. In the indigenous worldview, there is no good versus evil. There is no devil. Okay? It is what it is. So if you build your home next to the ocean that has high risks of tsunamis, right? It's your choice. Because when a tsunami comes, you're in trouble. If you build a village below a volcano that might erupt, is that evil? That the volcano erupt and destroy everyone? Or was it really a not smart decision on the cacique's part, to build a village there, So I want you guys to think about this, okay? So we got the four directions, Deminon and his three brothers. Okay, then remember the circle. The middle circle, remember it was Yaya, Atabe, Mautire, Guayaba, and then we have Guabansesh. So Yokahu, above, below, Atabe, Mautire, Guayaba, opposite of Yokahu. Yokahu is food, nutrition, Yuka. And then you have the opposite, which is death. But death is just not stagnant. It's not stagnant. It's also movement as well. All this is movement. Atabe, life, pregnancy, Guabansesh, menstrual cycle, death. Okay? So there's a dance, right, between life and death. Then I'm going to put another circle around it, right? Let's put that. Sorry about that. I lost my clip. So you have another circle. And then I'm going to put some lines. There's some lines there. Hey, I just want to take the moment. Jonathan, he sent me a great diagram. He actually did this for me. And anyone who wants that copy, just let me know and you can fill this out, copy it, print it out, and you can work your own magic. Thank you, Jonathan, again. Oh, so Jonathan, this is what I was talking about. You had this. If you can do another circle around with the four directions. If you can do that, that would be awesome, Jonathan. whenever you have time. Okay, so let's start with Atabe. So Atabe had two companions, Maharu, and Maharu represents the cloudless sky, the sun, right? And then you have Boinaye represents the gray. Okay, this is all review. Okay, whoa, sorry about that. Again, I don't have my stand. So basically, yes, you got Atabe and her two companions, and then Guavansesh has two companions. That's Watauba, thunder. And then you have opposite of Guavansesh is Guatau. Wait, I'm sorry. Guavansesh has two companions, Guatauba, thunder, and then you have Goacristie, who brings the waters from the mountains down to the sea level, and sometimes that can destroy a lot of stuff as well. So that's the bottom part, and then the top part, Yokahu has two companions, and that's Baibrama, the Cemí of fire, and then you have Baraguabael. He's the guardian of the plants, the farmers. So one is fire and one is farm. These are all the Semis, okay? And then Matide Guayaba has two companions, and that's Obiye Guabian, and that's the dog deity representing the old Obiye Guabian. In the last video, I put the names. You can look that up. I'll put it again in the description. And then you got Corocote. Corocote was kind of insane as well. He will have sex with the wives of the cacique. As many times they try to tie him up, he always got loose. Also, Obiegua Bian, check this out. In Dominican Republic, there's oral history that states that when the Spanish came, okay, let me backtrack. In 1491 and before that, the Taino had stories of Obiegua Bian of escaping all the time. Remember, the caciques used to keep these semis in a cane, all right? And the Bejique will guard them. It's almost like a temple guard, and they will guard them. So Obie Guabian, they always have stories that he will always escape from the cane, right? And they will always find him, and they'll tie him up as well, and he'll escape again. And this is the dog semi, which represents he's the protector of Guabe. And then, according to the stories in Quisqueya, when the Spanish came, Obier ran away and he never came back. Now, according to local peoples in the mountains, they have seen sightings of this dog deity, of this dog semi, of new sightings that he has returned. So that's kind of cool. So, right there. Now, as I mentioned before, oh, Jonathan, if you're looking again, is I put some more lines. So in reality, there's 8 directions. There's 8. Okay. So in the creation stories recorded by Ramon Pane, we're talking about Deminan's grandfather, which was Bayamanaco. What did Bayamanaco? He introduced fire, and that F is right above Baribama, which is the garden of fire. And then there's Yucca, and Yucca is over Baraguabaed, the guardian of the gardens of the farms. So Yucca. And then you have tobacco and cojoba. Okay? Tobacco and cojoba. These are the 4 sacred medicines. Okay? So whenever you do a ceremony, or I should say when you do an altar and you do your own ceremonies, where in Dominican Republic is he found? What I heard is in the mountains. I believe the last sighting was the Cibao Mountains. This is what I heard many years ago. All right, so I would love to one day go there and start asking the locals. So these are the 4 medicines. So when you have an altar, it's very important to have some form of fire, a candle, something. Yucca, you definitely have to have some form of yucca. Something that we grown like yucca, batata, potatoes. Tobacco, you need tobacco. Very important to have tobacco. Now, Cahoba, that's kind of tricky because Cahoba is a process, and you have to be initiated into that process, how to make it and to use it. But those are the four sacred medicines, and that's associated with um, the being, the super being, the sacred being, which is Bayamanako. Now, in the bottom of this circle, we have um, we have the introduction of the humans in Guajayona. Then we have the tree people. Then we have the animal people, the bird, and then we have the mineral. So we have Wahayona. Now we're gonna have the hobo trees, and these are all humans that transform. Animals, the bird, the nightingale. When the um wow, I went blank now. Um, oh, I forgot the sacred name, the ancient one, Kahubaba, which eventually became Kahubabaed. He was transformed into the bird, and then Makokaed was transformed into a mineral. Thank you for connecting us to our ancestors. Oh man, you're welcome. Oh, you're from Cibao? Yo, make some phone calls. Try to speak to some farmers, see if they see this weird dog that they can't explain. You have to find out, man. So here it is. This is like a medicine. This is the Taino medicine wheel, and it's my theory, but it's all connected to creation stories. Sorry about that. Little technical difficulties there. My papers fell. So sorry about that. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So the inner circle right here, there's 12, right? Just like the turtle, there's 12 sections. And in the middle, that's number 13. So today I'm going to talk about the 13th Cemí, okay? Now, this is my theory, and it's rooted in a vision, okay? So I want you guys to write in the comments you think I'm way off, or there's a possibility that this might be the 13th Cemí. As I mentioned before, the void, in Taoism, they talk about the void being it came before God, the void, before God, before the sacred being. Okay, what does the turtle represent? Okay, in the creation stories, Deminan Caracaracor, and this is my, let me just show you right here. This is the tattoo that I have. This is Deminan. He's the one that took the gore from Yaya's cane to eat the fish. But if you see right here, there's like a lump on his back. That's because he was asking for cassava bread. Hold on a second. Hold on. Damn. I got some cassava bread. So Bayamanako was making this bread, and with the use of fire, the secret of fire. And I guess Deminon asked them kind of disrespectfully, he asked him for cassava, and then Bayamanako was upset, so he took some guanguayo, which is spittle from the nose. This is a combination of tobacco and cohoba, because when you take the snuff, when you sniff it, it creates this goo in your nose, in the nasal passage. And what happens is this goo, he spat at Deminan's back, and it burned him so bad it created an ulcer. And his brothers were with him, the three brothers, and one took an axe, which is called a manaya. I write all this down in the description, and then they peck away, and when they broke the ulcer, out came a live female turtle. There she is. I wonder if she had lights, but yeah, man. So this is our mother. So if anyone asks you, who's our first mother in a Taino way, traditionally, and you're gonna tell them turtle mother, turtle mother, and then they're gonna look at you like, yo, this guy's crazy. But yeah, according to our ancestors, our turtle, our mama was a turtle. You're right. There you go. She was a turtle. So I think it's important. Oh. Okay. When you go to a traditional Puerto Rican home, a traditional Dominican home, what I mean traditional, I mean people that came from the country. A lot of people make fun of them, campesinos or jibaros, whatever, and they come to the city and they bring the old ways to the city, right? Guess what? A lot of those families, guess what they have in their house? Roaming around freely. They have a turtle roaming around. And not just any turtle, it's a sweetwater turtle, a river turtle, right? Back in the islands, traditional peoples, they don't eat river turtles. They'll eat, uh, um, what do you call it? They'll eat a turtle from the ocean, right? But not sweet river. So they consider it sacred. For some people, recent people, they call it good luck. And they'll roam around and everything. I wonder, sacred good luck? We don't eat our mother. We respect our mothers, right? There you go. That's what we call cultural continuity. Indigenous cultural continuity. These are things that survive the invasion. It survived. And people are still practicing it. And they may not understand why they're doing it, but they're just doing it. And that's amazing. Okay. So this is what I see in the turtle. The inner circle, there's 13. There's 12 Cemís. So who's number 13? Let me show you right now. I'm going to draw him right now, number 13. Hold on a second. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry about that. Okay, I'd like to introduce you to the 13th Cemí. It's us. We're the 13th Cemí. We are number 13. 3 plus 1 is 4. The sacred 4. Okay. As I mentioned in other videos, what makes up a human being in the indigenous way? Well, you draw a circle, you draw a dot in the middle, and you do the 4 directions, just like Deminan and his 3 brothers, right? Brother, I do it. Now I know why and expand more about my knowledge of our culture. There you go, man. So there you go, right there. Some people do the X-Men, the X. You can do that too. So there's the physical, mental, emotional, right? And the spirituality. These are the 4 aspects of what makes a human being. And in the middle, in the indigenous way, our dreams, what our indigenous people call visions. That's the 5th aspect of what makes us human. Is that we're able to begin in the inner, and we're able to transform into anything we want. Okay? And within that transformation, the protocol is we have to be loving, we have to be respectful, we have to be hospitable. Okay? So when we receive this vision, that vision, there's a responsibility of sharing it with other people. Okay? And that's where hospitality comes in, when we share our vision. So to be fully human is to be physical, right? We have arms, we have legs, we have feet, right? We got hands, we got eyes, we have mouth, we have noses, the senses and so on. We also enjoy certain pleasures in the physical realm, which can transform into the spiritual realm, the emotional realm, the mental realm. For many people, if you're not in that right mindset, sexual engagement can be very difficult. Especially for a lot of men that I know that I've counseled. If your mind is not there, right? Physically, you're not going to be there, and this causes a lot of problems in marriages. A lot of people are in marriage counseling for that reason. So you see, to 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 move energy, to express your vision to another person, especially a partner or partners or friends, relatives, there has to be a unity within these five. There has to be a unity. Physical, how's my diet, right? How's my exercising? What kind of job do I have? You know, um, all these things. What do I need to do during the day to keep myself active? Mental, again, we all know that anxiety is something that's natural to us, but sometimes this anxiety can overwhelm us if we don't have effective coping skills. Emotionally, emotions can really mess us up if we're not doing what we need to do, and that is honoring the self and other. And then spirituality, we are spiritual beings. We can see and we can feel and we can figure things out beyond ourselves. And then right in the middle is our vision. What's our role in the world? And sometimes they may think you're crazy or you're weird because your vision may be like something that's different, you know? That's not the norm. Have you heard that before? It's not the norm. Wait, what do you mean you're not making money? What do you mean you don't have a house? What do you mean you don't have a nice car? You got an old beat up car, and stuff like that. Or things, all these pressures, these physical pressures, materialism and so on. It's a tug of war if you live in a materialistic world or society. Man, I'd rather be in that Cibao Mountains, right? Looking for Obi Iguabian. Right? Um, that's just my thing. But listen, you have to so this is the 13th Cemí, okay? And it's born right in the middle. Okay, it's born right in the middle. Okay? So so just like a flower, right? Or a tree or a plant, it starts with the seed, right? And needs to germinate. And this is what happens in human beings, right? That's why the mother is so important. Okay, and the mother needs a father, right? It's also crucial in understanding life, co-creators, right? So if we can create, right? If we can create, we are Cemí, we are sacred, right? Just think about that for a minute. If we can create physical beings through sexual intercourse and so on, that's amazing. Now, for those that um, who don't have children or don't want children, you can still create. And what do you create? You create relationships. Okay? There's nothing greater than having a great friend, right? Or having a great relationship with your mother or father or siblings. There's nothing like it. It's amazing, right? That you feel supported no matter what. See, you're co-creating, you're creating, and you understand all this process. Now, animals are super smart, and they have this ingrained instinctual way of living. Well, us, we got to figure things out. Takes us a while, but our intellect, our reasoning capacity, that's the Cemí. That's the Cemí aspect. Unfortunately, just like the different Cemís that have roles and stuff, like fire, plants, it's all great. But we have abilities too. We can create life, and we could also destroy life. So what do you guys think about that? The 13 Cemí is human beings. In the creation stories, they talk about Wahayona's journey, different journeys. He made a lot of mistakes, and towards the end, he became a cacique. Um, man, I'm telling you, it's a lot of stuff to really. So mental health is really related to physical health, emotional health, spiritual health. So please don't isolate the mental from the physical, emotional, spiritual. It's four plus one is five. It's five components. Being in the void. That's right. That's right. When you truly are semi, when you're pumping on five cylinders, that's when you're in the void, man. That's the vision. Okay? That's your vision, of who you need to be or where you need to be. Just think about it. Think about your visions, you know. Um, and sometimes, society sometimes tells us, nah, that's not a good vision. That's a crazy vision. You know, you got to fill up your bank account. That's a better vision. But for a lot of people, it's not about money. It's not about wealth. You know. Um, wow, I'm talking a lot. What I'm gonna promise, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put it tomorrow. I'm gonna put an announcement that on Fridays at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, I'm gonna introduce some Zoom meetings. Okay, to really emphasize this whole sense about our role in the world as Taino, as indigenous, and how important that is. It's important to hear your voice, okay, in the void. You need to be supported. That's the goal of the Taino Fun House. That's the goal of every Yukayeke. That's the goal of a family. That should be the goal of society. Is how can I help you? How can we help you? Because if we can help you, you can help me. You can help us. We're gonna have a really cool world. And this is what our ancestors knew. Okay, when they looked around, they knew the power of fire. Let me see. Let me just summarize. They knew the power of the earth as mother. They knew the power of the sun. They knew the power of clouds because the rain is gonna come. They knew how powerful that was. They knew the power of the menstrual cycle and the hurricanes. They all had a role. Um, Watauba, thunder and lightning, that has power. They understood that, right? Um, Coacristie, they understood the responsibility of not building a village under a mountain after a hurricane, the storms. There's order, there's disorder, construction, destruction. We have to honor those. Death. They knew Matira Guayaba. They knew about death. All right. They knew that energy does not die; it just transforms. Right. So they knew about this dog that protects the sacred. Dogs were very sacred to us as well. Uh, Gorokote, the whole sense of sexual delight, romance, and how romance can really cause a lot of, you know, I don't know about you. This Gorokote, he reminds me of that energy of Gorokote, of my first love and my first heartbreak. When you're in love with someone, you always want to be with them, right? You always want to be, and that hurts when you can't, right? When you're truly in love, that infatuation stage, and then this person, man, I love this person no matter what, and that pain of separation. That's called okote, man. Our ancestors knew it. Um, yeah, so they knew about the power of fire, the power of planting, the farms, keep people alive. These are all the Semis, and they knew the power of humanity. They knew that we need to be responsible beings. We have a role. The same way Boynaed has the role to bring the rain, the Maharu, the sun. vitamin D, right? Romance in a responsible way. So there's, and then what happens, like, especially, let me pick on mental health. Mental health. When that wheel, when that circle is spinning, 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 all of a sudden, boom, something occurs. Oh, a heartbreak, a divorce, separation, death of a spouse. This is gonna rock your world. There's nothing evil about it, but it's gonna rock your world and it's gonna affect your mental health. You're gonna get maybe depressed. You don't want to eat anymore. Can't take it anymore. I can't live without my spouse after 60 years. I work in hospice care, and it always blows me away when couples, 60 years of marriage, when one dies, shortly after the partner will die. I've seen it so many times. And there's nothing wrong with them. It's just the separation is too much. Like they died of a broken heart. So that counts. We got the power to create and we got the power to destroy. So we're Cemí, okay? We're part of this God that's it's our ancestors really didn't have a name for God. They but what did they do? They had many names for God. Right? Many names for the power. So for me, my 13th Cemí is me. It's you. So I like to check you out. Maybe let's do a Zoom. I'm gonna put it tomorrow. I'm gonna put the address to my Zoom, and let's see how we can figure this out. This 13th Cemí. So the better we connect, the better we can stay together and try to help this world continue to spin, right? I was reading that in 200 years, I forgot the name of the glacier. Once it melts, the biggest glacier, once it melts, it's going to add 10 feet to the oceans. So I also heard in 2040, Santo Domingo in República Dominicana is going to be underwater. San Juan, I think, is 2050. Excuse me, 2050, I think it is. I got to look at those numbers again because of the climate crisis. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff we need to do. We got to return back to the old ways. And what's the old ways? Looking at ourselves as sacred, as Cemí, sacred beings, living a physical existence. And it's all right. Sacred. Physical is sacred. Nothing wrong with physical, right? Guys, I just want to leave you with those thoughts. The 13th Cemí is you. It's me. Isn't that amazing, man? You're a Cemí. Now, a lot of people probably think I'm wrong. That's all right. We all have opinions. But the key thing is keep thinking. Keep reflecting. Build those altars. Focus on what's good. And hey, at the end of the day, our mom will always be with us, right? Just got to give those flowers to her. And it's kind of cool. When I saw this, I'm like, I got to get it, man. It's kind of cool. Got in the flea market, and yeah, let's see what happens, man. Try to get a turtle. So, guys, I'd like to thank you all for being here, and just know that you are loved. You matter. Why? You are part of this medicine wheel left to us by our ancestors. You are sacred, a sacred being. So take care of yourself, take care of your mental health and your physical health, take care of your emotional health, and most especially take care of that spirit, man. Okay? God bless you all. Thank you. Blessings. All right, how can I pronounce that? Yeah. Wow, that's a cool way of writing it. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for being here. And then all you future watchers out there, I'll see you soon, all right? Peace out.